Hi, I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from yourblackworld.com. I'm sitting here in Tampa, Florida, which is not as much fun to visit in the summer as it is in the wintertime, but it's a pretty nice place, a nice city. I'm speaking tomorrow for the United Church of Christ. They're having an annual convention, and I was just sitting here and I was thinking about the day. I'm actually interested in communicating a bit more with the YBW Coalition members regularly through video, just so that we can have a regular conversation and correspondence on different issues that come to mind. But I'll keep it short. The video only lets me go for 5 minutes. But today I did an interview in Chicago with one of my favorite radio stations, WVON, one of my favorite hosts, Cliff Kelly. And we were talking about this BET thing, and it was really interesting. We discussed that issue, but and the damaging impact that hip hop has on our kids in terms of them emulating this behavior that leads to their self-destruction. But also, it was interesting to me because right before I did the interview, I found out that a friend of mine in the Midwest, that her mother had been killed in a drunk driving accident. By a guy who, seemed to be kind of thugged out. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like he was influenced by hip-hop music and all that. You can't make that connection, but he definitely seemed like he was part of that culture of irresponsibility, of recklessness, and she was on her way to church, 65-year-old woman, God-fearing woman, and he, got in a fight with his girlfriend, got drunk, got behind the wheel, stole a car, and then got behind the wheel and was driving 80 miles an hour through a red light and rammed into her car and killed her. And and whenever I see something like that happen, whenever I see a young person do something just so dastardly like that, I always think, what would have happened if this person had had better role models in their life? What would have happened if their father had been around? Let's say, I don't know if this kid's father was around or not, but what if somebody had intervened at an early age back before this person became the killer that they eventually turned into. And so if you want to know that, why I push on these issues with BET, that's a big part of the reason why. In addition to that, in terms of what's happened today, I spent most of the day traveling and writing, and I was also thinking about this hilarious article that Shaunie O'Neal wrote for CNN today. And Shaunie, in case you don't know, is the star of, executive producer of this great show called Basketball Wives, which really is interesting because most of the women on this show have never married the athletes that they had children with, or they're not married to them now. So it seems like they should call it, Basketball Babies Mamas or something like that. And and it's funny because CNN picked Shaunie to analyze the negative images and negative portrayals of black women in media. And I thought, well, wait a minute, that's interesting that she is writing and analyzing about the very same stereotypes that she herself plays a role in perpetuating. And I just thought it was pretty hilarious. But if you want to know why it all went down, my perception of it all is that CNN owns Essence. Essence has the music festival this week. Shaunie O'Neal is one of the empowerment speakers. Don't ask me what's empowering about Shaunie O'Neal or Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes is she was on Celebrity Apprentice, and she's this big, crazy, loud woman or whatever. I don't know what's empowering about any of these individuals, but they're some of the empowerment speakers, which means Essence might have lost its way a little bit. I hope that this isn't the case. I don't put them on the list with BET, so don't think I'm hating on them or anything like that. God bless them; they can do their thing. But long story short, I think that the issue with Shaunie kind of shows us what happens when you have black media impacting the minds of black people, but that media is not really being controlled by people who are in touch with our community. Because remember, CNN chooses to give Shaunie their platform to impact black audiences, and that's one of the reasons why I'm glad that what we do at Your Black World stays black owned, because within capitalism, money becomes king, and if you have no reason to care about the community that you're affecting, then ultimately you're just going to do whatever helps the bottom line. So that's about it. Thank you guys for coming out to Your Black World. We're getting hundreds of subscribers every day, and I really appreciate all of your support. And I will do my very best to support you and represent you in the very best way that I know how. So until we meet again, stay strong, God bless, and be educated. I'm gone. Peace.